Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. You are always most welcome. Well, latest kits from ICM coming out at the end of February. These are a couple of interesting ones that are sort of diorama building items, so I thought I'd do them together as a review. We've got the Marston mat, landing mat, World War II United States Air Force typical matting that they put down on their temporary airfields to give them a runway and taxiing areas. I would just say we've seen something similar to this in the not too distant past, but I would just say to ICM, I think it's beautiful artwork, but I just wish that they've got the Mustang, but the Mustang's actually, when you see it like that, the Mustang's not quite in the picture. Just kill that light a little bit. The Mustang's a little bit sort of off the picture around the side. I think just brought it in a little bit more. It just looks a bit odd when you see it from a distance. You don't really see the Mustang, you just see this brown mass, you know. But that is going to be very interesting. And then the other one is their 35th scale. So that one is 70 or 72nd scale kit. So this could be quite popular with a lot of models. I think that could sell quite well. And it's only costing, I don't know, £12–14, very cheap in the UK. This one's a little bit more. I think this is more like your £18 to £20 thereabouts. And this is your tank traps, dragon's teeth obstacles, which we've seen, of course, in the current conflict in the Ukraine, and were used in World War II as well. So, you know, you don't have to think of this as a modern conflict. This is something that you had on the Siegfried line. Seen lots of these were seen in the late months of World War II, when the Allies advanced towards into Germany, through Belgium into Germany. So we'll do our friend the Marston mat first. It won't take long, I don't think. I haven't actually seen it, so I'm going to open it if I can. He says. Zoom it back while I'm fighting with it. I have got a brand new blade on my knife, so we should be all right. It shouldn't take me too long, I don't think. Ooh. It's quite hard to judge how much force to use with these. The new blade, it shouldn't be too much really. Yeah, you can see the way it's slicing through is new. There we go. We need the gloves for this because it's tricky to get off. Whoa. I mean, that's the size like a match, but almost like a Matchbox Purple Range box, isn't it? There we go. Oh right, okay, yeah. Right, okay. So it's going to be very simple and straightforward, this one. Nice quick review here. So, yes, here we go. So you get 4 sections included in the kit to build up one big section. And this will really work well if you do some weathering on it, absolutely for sure. So you just click the 4 sections in together. I say click, do you need to glue them? I think you do need to cement them actually, they don't clip actually after all. Sorry about that. And then you end up with something 255 by 128mm, and then it just shows it on the sprue there. And it should be painted gunmetal, but you know, when you see them when they're weathered, you know, they are, yeah, they get very brown and lots of green and yellow grass on it and all sorts. So I wouldn't worry too much about the accuracy of the colour, as long as it's sort of predominantly dark underneath. Let's have a look then. Now it's really one of these things that's going to look a lot better when, classic example of a kit that's going to look a lot better it's actually been built. It's not going to be all that impressive on the sprue, but it's, you know, when you get a wash on this, for example, you do it gunmetal and then get some good dark brown wash on it, it's going to look great, I think. It's going to look great. And yeah, the sprue's interlocking quite cleverly there actually. So that's it really, there's just 4 of those, 4 sections that you put together. And that gives you a decent sized Marston mat. So there we have it. There we have it. Let's put that back in. Seems an anticlimax, but of course it will be because it's something very simple, isn't it? But they're very, very well moulded. I think they'll look really nice with a bit of, with a good spray job and a little bit of good wash to get some weathering down onto it. I think those will look absolutely epic. And once you get your model on there, you spit fire or you Mustang, Thunderbolt, Tempest, or even lightning. That will look absolutely fantastic. So that's the Marston mat. That was easy, wasn't it? Right, slightly more detail because of the size is the dragon's teeth. So let's have a look at them. What does it say here? Yeah, it doesn't give sort of historical data on the side really. I don't think it needs to. We all know what they are. Just basically pyramids of concrete, really, aren't they? Nothing else to it, really. There we go. Right then. Oh yes, and they are pyramids, literally. Oh yeah, okay. That's quite cool. Let's see, we need to leave. Oh, there's 4 sprues. 4 sprues, and so what they do is they have when they make the concrete is formed and set. They have this hoop for lifting them. So obviously inside, if you imagine how it's actually built, there'll be the steel hoop. Well, the steel hoop won't just be at the top because it'll just come out. It must be like I suspect it's like prongs that go down, maybe even with a circular bit at the bottom or spreading at the bottom. So it's able to take the entire load of the concrete weight. So there's 3 parts. There's not much to these at all. Very simple to assemble. You've got your lifting hook, which is this steel I mentioned at the top. There it is. Part number 3. Part number 1 is the main concrete pyramid, and then you just have like a base underneath, and then you end up with your dragon's tooth tank trap. Here they are. Here they are. Now then. Sort of, they seem quite smooth. I was hoping they were going to be a little bit more formed. You know, like you get on something like a tiger tank or a panther or something, where you get the welds, and they've got quite a lot of contour to them. I was hoping it was going to be like that, quite a moulded, sort of rough-looking concrete finish, but they are actually fairly smooth. Not sure I'm convinced about the finish. Maybe there could have been a bit more to them than that. But so you end up obviously with you got 6, 12, 24. You end up with 24 of these anti-tank obstacles. Which I think with the right weathering, again, you can soon bring them to life. Just a bit concerned because they are quite a big size. So the fact that they are kind of smooth. It's easy to see that they're smooth, if you know what I mean. But maybe with a little bit of, maybe if you rough it up a bit with a sanding stick or something like that, I think that wouldn't be a bad idea with those. So that is, in this case, it's kit number 35746. So that's the Dragon's Teeth tank traps, anti-tank obstacles. Nice, and very nice to put in your diorama, something like that. Perhaps not as much to it as I thought there might be, but there we go. Yeah, I think in terms of giving them a rating, I think it's difficult with things like this because they're just one-dimensional, aren't they, really? So I'm going to say sort of 9 out of 10 for this. Yeah, 9 out of 10 for this, really, because I think they could have perhaps moulded in some more flaws and maybe chips and things, and just a little bit more contour on the concrete might have been nice. So 9 out of 10, but they're very good and quick to assemble. Won't take any time to put together. Should be a doddle, really. So nice items, and they do bring a model scene to life. You got some figures. I mean, for example, the tank obstacles one in my items I'm putting up for auction for Ukraine. I've got the the Corsac 2 before the assault set, which has got all the Special Forces, Ukraine Special Forces troops and what have you. Put that near these, put these near that set, it brings the whole thing alive, you know, it really does look like a battleground, you know. So very, very good items to have as good additions to bring some animation and scenery to your kits. Hope you'll give me a 10 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching. In case I forgot to say, by the way, it's 72215 is the kit number for the Marston mat. I mean, that's brilliant because I can go with anything. You know? I mean, I've got a Tempest. I might. I won't do it because I'll let it go in the auction and let somebody else have the benefit of this. But so auction wise, probably looking at about a tenner for that, and I'm thinking plus, yeah, because I'm trying to raise money for Ukraine charities, and probably 15 for that plus. But very cheap items, they're pocket money items, aren't they really? Anyway, hope you thought that was interesting. Unusual items, something a bit different, you know. Hope you'll give me, as I say, a 10 out of 10 with a thumbs up, give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Ding the notification bell if you haven't done that. Because we need more. We seem to have sort of slowed down our subscribers count since we hit the 10,000. It seems to have plateaued off a bit. So we need more subscribers. Don't just watch the videos and then don't subscribe, because you'll miss out, especially when you get things like I did Matchbox March, and then there were actually 12 episodes. Well, there's actually 13 if you include the bonus one there was as well. Incredible. I need a holiday. Anyway, there we go. On that note, I'm going to go and have a rest. So thank you very much for joining me. Until next time, stay well, stay safe. Hope to see you again in the near future. Until then, thanks a lot, and bye for now.